Hello folks and welcome to a new episode of Our New Grow. Fortunately today is not as nice as it should have been. This afternoon it's meant to be sunny, this morning was meant to be dry, but it's raining and it's actually really windy. So that changes a bit the plans for today, especially because I've not brought my jacket. Remember where we put that string and we've cleared all that bit was the pond wildlife area, and I've put that blue string, and I said I was going to put some edging. Well, that was my plan for today. Fortunately, yeah, I don't know if I can be bothered getting soaked, to be fair, today. But I don't have an awful lot else to do other than tidying. Tony's been a trooper. He came here after the storm and cleared out all the broken glass. I don't know if you guys remember from the storm update video, the mountain of glass everywhere. So he's picked up everything out of the soil there. So yeah, must have been a interesting task. But yeah, that's it done. And obviously, as you can see there behind me, he's patched up for the time being with some polycarbonate just to keep the water out. Actually, there's one job that I just remember and I need to do, and actually I came to do, which I can do indoor while it's rubbish outside. Tony got those brackets just to fit, well, it's not going to be at the door, but just to fit in the railing like that, to put some boards and have a bit of a shelf like that. Unfortunately, the size of the hole and the size of that thing are not matching very well, so I need to drill those slightly bigger so we can fit this in and secure those ones up there. I'll go quickly run to the car and go and get the drill. That's another cold and frosty morning. So today is Friday the 7th. Currently 2.1 degrees at the lowest. We had minus 0.2, so just below freezing. But outside, different story. Today I was hoping to pull out the purple sprouting broccoli. They're definitely a no-go in here. I was also hoping to put the strawberries. I've got a couple of hours in front of me before I need to shoot. I don't know if I will be able to do that. If not, I might try to put the edging, but it's very cold this morning and I'm not sure my muscles are ready for the cold, frosty concrete, but we'll see what we can get done. Definitely feels a lot warmer when the sun is out. Also, I've been moving quite a fair bit. Obviously, you've seen the time lapse of the purple sprouting broccoli and my terribly poor attempt at calabrese. To be fair, it's not really a poor attempt, it's just I should have been feeding the soil at the time, and unfortunately they've been slugged as well, so yeah, both put together just never really worked. So calabrese or broccoli and the purple sprouting broccoli are out. They've been chopped and put in the bin, so all done. I've done a quick bit of weeding as well, mostly on things that would go to seeds in early spring, but all the grass and bits and pieces like that, I'm just gonna leave them there, simply because if I do the weeding now, by the time I add some soil and I plant stuff in, I'm gonna have to do it again. So I'll just leave that there just now. I might go over with a hoe in a week or so if I've got nothing else to do, but it's not an issue as such. It doesn't look too bad either. Something else that I've been doing, let me turn the camera over, is the edging. It's not my best work. It's just not overly straight upon that bit, and to be fair, when I got to the end here, so I've got a section from here to the end, no sorry, from here to the end, which is not a full one, so I was gonna mark it and then cut it at home and bring it back over, but I have no patience. I have no patience, and I thought you can't really see it, so it's not too bad. So what I've done is I just tried to whack it against the brick, and well, it broke but not at the right place, so I ended up very much Stone Age like, was my wee stone, just trying to break off bits and bits and bits. It's fine, it fits in nice and neat. It's good enough. If you don't look too close, it's good enough, but for what it's for, it's perfect. So yeah, we've got the edging here. It's just going to make a separation between the two, so it gives a bit more space on the growing space there, but mostly it creates a clear separation between the two, so we don't end up walking. If there's just seeds in there and nothing growing or visible growing in there, then at least they get more of a chance, because you know that past that line, that's whatever's growing in there. So that gives us the space here, and it closes off. Obviously we're missing a bin, so it looks a bit silly just not like that, but technically there should be a bin in there. 1, 2, 3, separation there, the paths going round. We are going to have the fruits on that section here, and then all that space in here will be for the pond and the seating area. It has been a good productive morning at the allotment. I've got a special job, quite an exciting wee job to do at home. I'm just gonna go back home and get that done. And from one greenhouse to the next, we are now back at the garden. So, as I've mentioned, quite an exciting wee job to do. I'll try to show you, but unfortunately the box is broken. So we got the box from Marshall's. Very poor packaging, I must say. I've used Marshalls in the past, never really had an issue, but this time I'm fairly disappointed. I appreciate that they want to send cardboard because, well, it's biodegradable and all that, but look at that, it's just soaking wet. I mean, you can see the dry, and it's just like completely soaked. That's the bottom, by the way, that's part of the bottom of the box. So the delivery guy was really nice. He's done his best to try to get it all taped together, but it just wasn't holding, so he decided just have a look, make sure everything is in there. So everything is okay. So what do we have in here? Oh, strawberries. I was expecting bare root, but it's actually plugs, so actually quite excited. A couple of them in that first one already. It's I've not had a proper look in it, but it looks like there's a couple of runner per plant. There's, focus gets done a bit better. No, it's not going to do it. Oh well, that's fine. But you've got a couple of runners. The first two that I picked out, there's a couple of runners in there. So actually Not too bad. I went for Favory. I've been looking for quite a long time now for Everbarrel strawberries. It's too cold to put them outside, definitely. So I don't want, because those ones come from the nursery, so I don't think they were left outside like the one at the Allotment. So they're quite convenient in terms of size. I've got a dozen of those wee pots here. I'll put them up like that. I won't put them on the heat mat, I'll just keep them in here. Just in a wee tray, actually. I'll put them on this one. Just in a wee tray so I can water them, although they are soaking wet. That's why the box is done. I'm not going to put any feed or anything like that just now. I will do that once I plant them in their final position, which I'm still not 100% sure. I would like to do a bit of a tower, but I'm also considering doing hanging baskets on the fence here. I'm not exactly sure which one I'm going to do, so obviously I'll see later on what I'm doing, but just now I need to put them up. Right, so I've just done a small batch of soil there because I genuinely don't need a ton. I've added some water, but unfortunately it's so dry that it becomes almost hydrophobic, so it's fine. I'll just put it very dry and I'll add up some water afterwards, let them to soak in there. I just need to check the weather for tonight, because if it's to be frosty, I don't want to do that, because, well, frost and water don't mix well. But otherwise, it's really just to keep this in some sort of medium until I plant them out, which is going to be in probably about 3 or 4 weeks, maybe 4 or 5 weeks actually. It's just the beginning of, or the end of the first week in February just now. So yes, I don't know if you can see, there's actually a couple of runners again here. Might even be 3, so not bad. Packaging is rubbish, but the rest is not too bad at all. They'll be here for, let's say, 4 or 5 weeks. And then I'll plant them in their final position. I'm not exactly sure where, as I mentioned. I need to ever think if I'm doing a tower, if I'm doing planters, if I'm doing a trough like I've done before. It's certainly not going to be straight in the ground. But I'm stuck between the tower and hanging basket just outside the greenhouse once I've cleared the mess there. So we'll see. I've got a bit of time to consider this anyway. So. Sunday morning, we are back at the Allotment. Not for long though. Although it's not been like freezing temperature, it's quite damp and the wind is really cold. It's only, I think it's 5 or 6 degrees, so it's not actually cold, but I'm absolutely freezing today. And for a change, I forgot to bring the jacket. Today I was just swinging by. We got a really exciting delivery yesterday. The raspberry canes arrived. We'll do a couple of holes, plant 5 and 5. I will mix some of that soft fruit feed in the planting hole as well, which I'm gonna use that as well for the strawberries. I was gonna do the strawberries today, but it's too freezing. Absolutely freezing, guys, so I don't think I will today. If I get that done, that'll be great. It's a shame because it started like blue sky this morning. Yeah, clouds came in and it's freezing again. As long as we get the bare roots raspberries in the ground, that'll be good. Well, folks, that's another good job ticked off the list. It's definitely much too cold today. I'm absolutely freezing. So I'll leave the strawberries up there and I'll do them next week probably. So that's probably going to be my last job of the week. It's been a really productive week, I must say. I'm really happy with the progress. Next week we have a plot tour. So once this come out, I'll give you a bit of an update on everything that's happening, what's growing, what's germinating, what's not. I'm gonna go home, grab a hot coffee, swing by the greenhouse at home to go and water the trays because I've not done it this morning. I've not had a chance this morning. Well, that's us, folks. So this was the first vlog with the new format. So I would really appreciate if down in the comment you let me know what you think of this new format, if you think that works, or if you prefer the previous one where I was just like focusing on a day at the allotment rather than a week. If you don't really know what I'm talking about, stick around to the end of the video. I'll put a wee card up here that you can click directly. In the meantime, folks, I hope you have a good one. If you like this video, as usual, please leave a thumb up. That would really help me. And if you are not a subscriber yet, I would really appreciate if you consider subscribing. And if you are a subscriber, or if you do decide to subscribe, make sure to tick the bell so you get informed when the next video is coming up. In the next few days there's going to be a plot tour coming, so round about midweek next week there's definitely a new video coming, so make sure to tick the bell so you get informed. Take care of yourself. See you next time. Bye.